Nier isn't really much of a puppet character, though. I'm sorry?
I'll make it up to you.
What? How would you define Nier's archetype, Prim? I thought it's answer me. Oh, that makes more sense, too. Super resource dependent? You can't extend this because you don't have 25 meter yet. It's not like Carl Clover where you're essentially controlling two characters. Is that what a puppet character is? Also, like, I'm no Nier expert. But like, once Death is out, aren't you giving separate commands to Death and Nier? Am I not? Am I tripping? Like, once Death is actually summoned, are you not actually giving separate commands to both characters? I don't have the meter to follow it up. That's horrible news. Okay. It's kind of a weird Shoto. Sorry? We have lost. The hot dog is a sandwich has gone way too far. Nier is a Shoto? That's what we're talking. Really? Here's a character with very long special she sometimes can't use. So true. I mean, by this logic, like, Zato is not a puppet character either, right? There's like one puppet character in fighting games or something. Nier is not a Shoto. A hot dog is a sandwich, but Nier is not a Shoto. This is where we're getting, like, we have just completely... You realize, like, Gran is barely a Shoto, right? Like it's kind of... The terminology does have some amount of, like, Street Fighter inherent resemblance there, but... Ow. Gran Blue Shoto? Every character's a Shoto if you try hard enough? I'm losing my mind. If you are either playing Nier or Death, you're not controlling both. That's not... When Death is summoned, you give... Death does specials and Nier moves, no?
This feels...
Is that... Like, no, you're giving instructions to both characters. One Death is summoned, Nier is doing things, and Death is doing things, right? Also, the idea that you have to be giving simultaneous instructions to both, even though Nier does do that, it's also not what a puppet character, right? That's also just not, it's a weird, that's not the definition of the archetype, right? I guess it's wrong. People are weird with their strict definitions. Like, one, Nier fits that definition. Two, that's not what a puppet character is? I don't... If Nier is not a puppet character, and Zato's not a puppet character, I really don't know where we're going from there, right? Like, Gallia not a grappler was one thing. I see the idea. She's not... Definitely, it's got a lot of other DNA in there, but... Nier not a puppet character? What are we doing here, friends? If someone's gonna say the puppet characters are the hardest to learn, then I disagree on that for Nier. Is that the definition now? Is that puppet characters are... They have to be the hardest character to play in their game? I don't... listen. That's fine. You consider Fairy a puppet character? No. What? Are we saying that Gigi and Death are the same level of, like, built into the kits for Fairy and really? No. No, Fairy is not a puppet character. I personally think Death is more of a flavor special than a proper puppet. I don't know what your definition of puppet character is, but yes, it's whatever you feel like. I mean, if its character was hardest to learn in the game, Nier is still that for Granblue, by the way. So even that weird definition, Nier still is the puppet character, right? In Granblue, Nier is the hardest character to learn, I think. Certainly has been for me so far, right? Granblue is a simpler game than a character like Central Fiction or something. But again, even by that strange restriction, which again is not what a puppet character is, it's not the hardest character to learn in the game. Even by that definition, Nier is a puppet character. So I'm really confused. I really am very confused as to what we're doing here. Personally, I would say so, yes. You're saying that Gigi is the same level of, like, intertwined with Fairy's kits as Death is with Nier's? Because, I mean, fair? Well, not fair. I disagree, like, immensely. We got archetype difficulty requirements for GTA 6. We're never getting GTA 6, I fear. Motherfuckers be like, I got my whole life ahead of me. No, you don't. The war is coming. I would absolutely disagree. I mean... Right, yeah. I mean, I feel like you consider Relius a puppet character? I don't know who that is, unfortunately. I know you're asking Prim anyway.
Accept me. This. Yes, watch out.
Me personally, a puppet character is you're moving, controlling the puppet separately from the character at the same time. Nier does that. Literally, the BMB we do with Nier is Death does a move while Nier runs behind it. Right? So if that's the definition, then Nier fits that too. So I really, again, even like things that are not necessarily the definition of a puppet character, I feel like they're still, even if we want to like to restrict it, I'm like, that still acts. Like that still fits. Right? When Death acts, Nier is not moving freely. Well, sure, yeah, but like, even the thing that we've been doing here, like this BMB we're doing, right, is Death is attacking while Nier is moving. Right? Like, I guess because you're queuing up the specials? You can still do simultaneous actions with M moves? Yeah, even that, right? Very certainly there can be times where, like, for, I mean, what I said counts as well, but yeah, like, you know, this into, like, Death is moving, like, you know, Death is doing something and Nier is free to do something, right? Is every Persona character a puppet character? I have no idea. I have not played the video game. Zoe is a puppet character? So true. I feel like, you know, Nier's baby's introduction to puppet character? I mean, sure, fine. But, like, you can, like, if the game is simpler, sure. I don't know, I don't know what, like, Carl Clover plays like, but I feel like again, the fact that there must be a complexity requirements to fit an archetype also feels really strange to me. I feel like the definition makes Izanami a puppet character. I don't fucking know what you're talking about, brother. So, I guess I keep saying that this isn't the definition of a puppet character, and then I'm like, I have not given... If a character has a summon that is, like, 90% of their move list, I feel like that makes them a puppet character, no? Like, every single one of Nier's normals uses Death, when every single one of Nier's specials uses Death, every single one of her supers uses Death, her throw uses Death. And he can literally summon the character and then give it commands. And the moveset disappears if the summon isn't there. Right? This does not apply to Fairy. As far as I'm aware, this does not apply to most Persona characters. The definition will mean the Devo, the OG, is not a puppet since Ebony, Devil, and Devo each act separately. Which definition would mean that? My definition has nothing to do with whether or not they act separately, right? I feel like it's really obvious. Like, there's a very clear reason that no one is wondering, hey, is Zoe a puppet character? Is Vikala a puppet character? Vikala summons Dormouse. Is Vikala a puppet character? I think it's really, really, really clear why Nier is a puppet character and, like, the rest of the cast isn't. No? You can also hit the summon separately from the character without damaging the character? Sure, again, I don't think that necessarily is part of it, but sure, yeah, Nier, that fits Nier as well, right? But the character has a summon that they can give commands to that their entire fucking kit revolves around. I don't know. There's no way chat isn't trolling with this argument? It's really weird, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. This feels to me like when people are like, I just don't understand the guard button, man. I've been playing Granblue for like 10 months. I've been playing Granblue for 10 months, but I just, like, other fighting games don't have a guard button, so I can't use the guard button for Granblue. And I'm like, how does that even make, like, you know, do you, like, not Brave counter either? Because other games don't got a Brave counter? It's gotta be Rage bait? Enough people are agreeing on it that I'm just like, what are we talking about? BBCF Izanami has to do a lot of concurrent inputs for himself and the bits. I don't care about concurrent inputs. That's not what I'm talking about. Chaos from Undernight is also a puppet character that works like Nier. Under a special is how puppets are from now on instead of puppets acting independently. Maybe, but I think, you know, I think the point is not whether or not it's special cancels, or whether or not it's, you know, acting independently. I think it's more so that literally every single special and super the character has, and every unique thing about the character revolves around the summon they give commands to. Now, whether you give commands to one of them with the fucking right stick, and one of them with the left stick, and you can do it at the same time, sure. But the point is, your entire moveset revolves around a summon that you give commands to. Is this really, like, not... Am I crazy? Is that, like, not... This feels like I'm talking about English, man. If it has 2 characters on screen, it's a puppet character. I wouldn't say that necessarily, right? Because then, yeah, like Fairy is not a puppet character, and you can summon Gigi, right? But imagine, so okay, let's Fairy, right? Because almost like, do you think Fairy is a puppet character, right? Fairy would be a puppet character, in my opinion, if she has one special move that summons Gigi. And this is a very good special, and it's an important special for her, and a lot of her power budget is in that special, right? But imagine if Gigi was also, like, if Gigi was a separate entity, right? And Gigi was also this one, and this special was Gigi, and it came from where Gigi is, right? And this was also Gigi doing, like, a circle of attacks around him. And her 5U was throwing Gigi at people, right? And Gigi could move around the screen independently. It wasn't a canned animation like this. Right? You could give, like... I feel like it's very, like... There's no... Fairy and Nier are so obviously different. No? Is Jacko a puppet character? A genuine question. Jacko's fucking weird. Whatever Jacko is, I don't know what it is. Maybe? Whatever Jacko is, I don't know what it is. Maybe she is, maybe she isn't. Maybe she's a fucking grappler, for all I know. I have no idea what the fuck Jacko is. Jacko is Jacko? Yeah. I have no idea. But, like, I don't know, man. Zoe is a pseudo-puppet? Listen, yes, fine. People can straddle archetypes, right? Certainly. People can straddle archetypes. Again, Galleon, very few characters. Yeah, that's kind of the other thing, too, is, like, if we're gonna say that you have to have, like, you have to fit 100% the strict definition of something, then, like, I have bad news for you. Exactly 2 characters in Grand Blue have an archetype, I think? Maybe 3. If you have to fit, like, the narrowest possible definition of something, right, to be considered that archetype, then only 3 characters in Grand Blue have an archetype. Ladiva is the grappler, Vikala is the zoner, Sora's is the rushdown? Sora's is the rushdown. Of 35 characters in the game, only 3 of them have an archetype. I have horrible news for you. So, like, I don't know. This is a very straight... Vikala not Fairy? Fairy is... No. Fairy... Because, you know, Fairy has mix. You know, Fairy has the set play. Fairy has... Like, there are many times where Fairy's gonna want to actually, like, you know... Fairy has this alternate win condition besides just keeping you out from her, right? Like, Fairy has this like, alternate win condition in Gigi. She has this alternate win condition that does not involve zoning you out. Now, is it absolutely ridiculous to say Fairy isn't a zoner because Gigi exists? Yeah, definitely, right? I think it's absolutely stupid to say that Fairy isn't a zoner because she has Gigi in her kit. Because, I mean, fight Fairy and tell me she's not a zoner, right? But she doesn't 100% fit the archetypal definition of a character that wants to keep you away from them the whole time, so she's not a zoner. So it's just a really weird conversation, personally. It feels like it's, I guess, needlessly obtuse. Needlessly obtuse is how I would think about it. Swords is also a bruiser?